Hello.
Welcome to Two Podcast. I could do that and not feel weird about it.
That's cool. My voice might do that today. It's pretty beat up.
Maybe. So there was an email that we got, and you probably didn't. So you and me, we got an email.
Yeah.
And it was about technology and like the changing of 48 carats to whatever we have.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
there was a video, like a YouTube video.
Oh yeah.
made by our people.
Cool.
But there's no words, there's no sound. And it's just like, here's the website, and then like a mouse kind of like,
Yeah.
you see what I'm pointing at? But the music was like rock music. And like, I just laugh. It's like, this is not the type of music you want for this thing.
Right.
And it really was like, welcome to Aesop Rocks. This is like, have you talked about, what was it? It's like professional development.
Yeah.
And it felt like that. And then I showed Stolzfus. I showed him, but like while he's doing that, I did "Are you ready to rock?" And I did that, and he just starts cracking up.
That's
so
amazing.
Like, that's hilarious.
You should send that off to the IT people and be like, "This is how your video should be with Bo's voiceover."
Yeah. This is how it should be. So, elephant in the room. We're recording
Peek behind the curtain.
Peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
There you go. We're recording in a different space, my basement.
Bo's basement.
Yeah, different microphones. I maybe it's the headphones actually.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. It's my headphones because I'm wearing different headphones. You're wearing the same headphones.
Sure.
Because those are the same headphones.
Yeah.
I wonder if mine are here. If I have my other set, I've
I
got
don't
a
know.
bunch of headphones.
No one listening to this cares.
Yeah, but it sounds different. It might sound different to people, and you may hear creaking footsteps from upstairs. And I'm gonna do a thing that only affects me.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it might affect you if you turn around, but it's only gonna affect me because it's not there yet.
Okay, I'm not turning around. You're turning on LED lights or something?
I am. That's exactly
Because
what
I just saw a box that said LED strip.
Oh, that's not it. But no, there's just like lights behind you.
Nice. That works well for an audio medium.
Well, maybe someday this will be video. I need to clean this mess up though. Yeah. I don't want this on video.
It's all good.
Like where you are is pretty cool, but
yeah, sitting on a drum throne.
It is.
So, Bo, what do we do here besides talk about a bunch of BS?
We talk about two tunes.
Two tunes. Yeah. So
How many tunes?
Two.
Two.
Although you usually play like 9.
Well, you're gonna play like 3.
I'm only playing. That's another episode.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I'm playing 1 today. Who's first today? Me or you?
You're first.
I'm first.
You're first.
Cool.
So you like Philip Glass?
Some of his stuff's all right. This is not too glassy in.
At the very beginning it is. All right, we'll get into that in a bit. So go.
So this is the tune is called "December in New York." It is from the album "Swift" by Bill Laurance. Bill Laurance is the keyboard player that you're going to hear, piano player, composer. I assume arranger also because there's other stuff on this.
Isn't he in another band?
Yeah, he plays with Snarky Puppy as well. I'm not sure how he got into that group though, because he is British. And most of those dudes are American. Not that, they obviously have people from all over the world now, but he's been a part of it for a long time.
I heard he was a founding member.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I should have maybe looked up a little bit of his history, but
because it's his Wikipedia page. It just says,
I didn't look at it.
He's a founding member, and it was like, it tells the story. I don't really know it off the top of my head. But he, like Michael League, who's putting out a record.
Yeah. Did you see that music video?
I watched a little of it.
It is weird.
And I'm like, is this who he is?
I guess, yeah.
Like, I only know him from seeing him live with Snarky Puppy.
Yeah.
And not like me live, but like the videos that they put out are really live recordings.
Yeah.
They don't have like, we're going to do a music video.
Well, I've seen him in some other bands and different things that he's in that are more music video-like. But, yeah, it says at the very end of the credits, it's like, what's the word?
Written, directed.
Yeah, but like, shoot, man, what's the word? I can't think of it. Yeah, like where he came, the concept by, like something along those lines. Yeah, like where he's like the concept is Michael Leake and whatever. So like it's very much his thing. I mean, it's his record and his thing.
Well,
but,
even like
the video concept. And
Snarky
everything.
Puppy is his thing, or at least it's starting to be less his thing.
Yeah,
but it's still his thing because like when you look at the writing credits, the first couple albums are all songs written by
by him
and now it's
probably
like,
somebody else.
Now it's like, okay, now we've got a little bit more, less Michael stuff and more other people. But anyways, this is Bill Laurance.
Bill Laurance, yeah. I've seen Bill Laurance by as the headliner twice. It was fantastic. The first time was with like a small band that he had, and then the second time was solo piano, which was great.
That sounds really cool.
He's really good.
I have this. I mean, I don't have it on vinyl, but I have this record.
I don't have it on vinyl either. I don't know if it exists on vinyl.
It's pretty lame.
If it does, I'll get it.
No,
yeah,
it should be a woodcut sleeve.
Yeah,
or not woodcut
because of the album cover.
Yeah, because
it's pretty cool.
But yeah, I have this.
Yeah,
I think I have the one before.
I really like his stuff a lot because it very much is. I mean, you mentioned Philip Glass, but it very much mixes classical and pop and jazz and different things, and yeah, this album in particular does that. But all of his really do, and sometimes he delves more into electronic type things and other stuff. This is all very acoustic.
When I was like, okay, oh yeah, I remember this album, and then I listened to this. And then I listened to the next song, and I'm like, yeah, I like the next song better.
No, this for some reason, this one has always stuck with me.
Because your time in New York.
Because of my time in New York, yeah. Actually, I was there in January of last year, which is wild to think. Like 2 months before the world shut down, I was in New York City.
Cool.
Just doing the thing. Anyway, but yeah, I just like this tune. We can play it and talk more about it.
And this is the Philip Glass thing.
Yeah.
Because this is like...
I mean, if it just did this for like 3 minutes,
sure. Yeah.
But it's just like an introduction.
Yeah. And then now it's like, oh no, now it's not.
Yeah. One of the things I really like about this is I very much get a feeling of December in New York.
Yes, I do agree with that. You can conceptualize the title in the music.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, now it's the bustling world, or
but
like
it's still like a little,
and then
like maybe like on a night when it's snowing and it's not super like a super loud crazy night, like a Tuesday night or something when it's not.
Yeah,
you know. I also have this. Do you ever have like an arrangement or like a tune in your head that just lives in your head? Like yeah, someday I'm gonna write that, or someday I'm gonna get that figured out.
I'll say no because
you just write them.
I'm a chordal person.
Okay, but I have in my head an arrangement of this for like wind ensemble.
Oh, okay.
And I've thought about it for like a couple years, but I have obviously
like that,
have
by the way.
not gotten to it. Yeah, go ahead.
That voodoo. Am I gonna miss it? Did I miss it? Did I not go back far enough? There. Well, but that.
Yeah.
Because like,
almost sounds like he's bending.
Yes, but it's on a piano.
I know.
And it's like, that's really cool. Like on the bass, the bass totally just like slid up. Mm-hmm. But the piano, it's like you got to hit all those notes. Mm-hmm. And as I'm hitting this microphone, I'm moving it away from my face.
But it's super smooth the way he does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can barely hear the attack of all those notes, which could be like the piano. And I'm wondering if they recorded this, it's one piano.
Yeah, I think so.
Like not this song, of course. This is one piano, but like the whole record is probably the same piano.
There's a DVD with it, which I think is just basically just them in studio.
Did you get the DVD?
I think it comes with it. The version that I have.
I don't have a physical copy.
Oh,
I was like, I like this. Add to my collection.
Sure.
Music,
Yeah.
So
no, I own all of his albums. I think physically, except for maybe there's a couple newer ones that I don't have, but. Of a lot of his early stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to apologize if this feels rushed today to our audience members.
Oh.
I just I feel that I want to rush through this.
Oh, okay.
And I don't.
Sorry you hate my tune so much.
No. Like just like this episode. It's like, come on, we got stuff to do.
Yeah.
Which we don't.
But
we do.
Yeah. It's all good.
Back to the music.
I like how much the bass is a melodic portion of this as well.
Because he's kind of doubling the piano melody. And it's slowly introducing.
I like this change coming up here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now
it's like a mood change, but it still totally fits in the same idea. It almost reminds, like, this would score really well with like a Pixar short.
Oh, totally.
and like you're just seeing different people, and like maybe that moment is like you come to an intersection and now we're following somebody else down the road or something. You know what I mean?
Because that could be like a different day.
Oh, I'm thinking like it's all in the same night, and you're just like
Yes.
following one group of people and some other, and then like eventually maybe they all meet up outside of FAO Schwartz or something. You know what I mean? Because it's a Pixar short. And it's Christmas in December in New York.
But is FAO Schwartz still a thing?
It is. It's back, or at least it was before the pandemic.
It's back. FAO Schwartz.
Also, they sell their stuff at like Macy's and JCPenney or whatever.
Because now it's just a brand.
Yeah,
it's not a thing. Ooh, yeah. New instrument.
Vibes.
Super quiet. Like every introduction of a new instrument is so subtle. You're like, wait, there's violins here, and it's been here for like 30 seconds, man. Get with the times. Which is probably like the idea behind this song. Could be like you don't notice when there's like different people around you,
and now it just drops out to just piano.
Yeah, because now he's in the bathroom.
No, but now maybe it's like I have this whole story now that I'm just like formulating as we listen. Like maybe this is just like that one guy walking by himself or whatever.
So you should write a script of what this should be.
Okay.
And then
I'll get my friend Chris to animate it.
There you go.
There we go. Chris, who was in my band in high school called Code 13. Shout out. Code 13. I'll tell you a fun fact about Code 13 after we're not listening to this song.
Okay. But then we're just listening.
Yeah. Man, his facility is ridiculous. Like he's just so good how he gets around. And like you said, like the touch and everything that he has is so good.
You don't really realize how good piano players are, or just musicians in general, until they they show you. And I don't mean like, oh yeah, well, like I listen to this person all the time. So I'm talking about like, so like Nare Soul.
Mm-hmm.
She was just like, oh, she's doing exercises in her videos.
Yeah. This to me is where everything's kind of coming back together.
Do you think that's just supposed to be like the train?
It could be.
Like maybe it's the subway.
Yeah.
Like the whole scene is like in the subway.
Oh, that could be too.
Because the snare with the brushes.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to Nare Soul. She did this exercise where like, oh, first I'm gonna emphasize like this melody, and then she plays the melody, but then she plays it with all 10 fingers, and like you can hear that, like, so piano like you can have 4 lines.
Yeah.
And be like, here I'm gonna emphasize the soprano line, but with a piano, and then emphasize the other one. And like it's so subtle, but like when she's like, yeah, I'm gonna emphasize the alto line, and then you can hear that.
Yeah.
But like the hands don't.
It's about to end, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Good.
I don't know if it's gonna play the next song.
Sometimes it totally. It does that all the time.
Yeah.
So that was December
in New York.
In New York.
Bill
the
Laurance.
State or the city.
Oh, so I wanted that too. So actually, this is a dumb thing on my part. Is I forgot to bring this along, but I have the sheet music for this that I bought from him. Because again, I wanted to do that arrangement. But he has like a little blurb at the front of it that I should have read. But I didn't. So it's all right.
Good job, man.
Yeah.
Good job.
Doing all the work for this today.
It is. Yeah.
But yeah, I love his stuff. Like I said, I've seen him live twice, like with a band and then with just himself, and it's always really good. He's one of the ones I can't wait to see again. He, and speaking of Michael League, we were mentioning before, so Michael League is writing an album a month. Isn't that what he's doing? Like this year?
I have no idea, but that's awesome.
I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing. He's writing like an album every month and then slowly releasing them and stuff. But he and Bill Laurance collaborated on a bunch of tunes, and they did a live stream like a week or two ago, maybe, of some of their stuff. And it was great. It's just like chamber style stuff that very much mixes like classical and jazz and world music and other things. And it was very cool. So they were like in Spain or something playing together.
With Michael League, he's writing. Is it like this whole year?
I think it's the year of 2021. He is doing an album a month.
But this is going to be the first one that he's releasing?
Yeah, so it's like he spends January like writing and recording, and then it gets mixed and whatever. And
okay.
Yeah, so like it's not.
So it'll go until next.
Yeah, it'll be coming out through next year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the concept.
Gotcha.
Because I remember early on, like he was like, oh yeah, this one's going to be more like this style, and this one's this. I think that like the plan is that they're all going to be pretty different. Yeah. So like
genres,
I think
maybe.
the first one is more of his like pop record.
Oh yeah. It is.
And then
it's not.
He's got this Bill Laurance thing, which is going to be this more chambery kind of thing. I'm sure he's going to do some like percussion-y type stuff because he's been studying like playing various percussion things in Spain and different places. So cool. Yeah, it's kind of a cool concept.
There's a guy.
He just lives in Spain full time now too, and
Does
he just like has a studio. So yeah,
that's really cool. They
making noises.
Who's they? There's a guy on there's a guy in the world who has been writing a song a day.
Okay.
For the past like 7-8 years.
Okay.
And then like every month he'll release like what he did that month.
Okay, that's cool.
And it's just called like January 2021.
Yeah.
Is like the record that he put out, but in like the next month. And but a lot of them are very topical. Like it's not just like I'm writing a song. It like after a while it becomes like, well, okay, let me turn on the TV and see what I'm gonna write about today.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is going on. So like when Baby Yoda blew up, he wrote a song about Baby Yoda, and then when the name was announced as Grogu, he wrote a song about that. But then also like politics and stuff like that, and like we're all going to hell. So it's really interesting.
That's cool.
And here's a word from our sponsors, which hasn't happened yet.
Nice.
And don't really worry about it. I'm just putting it in there for whatever. But we will talk about a thing that I want to talk about that's not related to this.
Okay.
I discovered a podcast that is really cool. Kind of the same idea. He started around the same time we did. It's called A Rock and Roll Rabbit Hole.
Ripping us off, dude.
Yeah, totally. I think he's from Australia.
Nice. I listen to several Australian podcasts.
I don't know. But I've only listened to 2 episodes. And it's not like there's 2 songs and then he just talks about them. It's like a theme, and then he like explores that theme with as many songs as he can find.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
In his record collection.
Oh, okay.
So like the first one was like songs with cool intros. And then the second episode was songs with girls' names in the title. And then the other one was like counting in. So if there's any sort of counting in a song, and then he'll like play it and then like tell a little bit of snippet about the song and then move on to the next song and so on and so forth.
That's cool.
And
what's it called again?
A Rock and Roll Rabbit Hole.
Nice.
And what's really cool is he's like, if you have any comments and you want to tell me about them, you can email us at gofuckyoursel@fuckyou.com. And it's just like, but he's like, but then seriously, if you want, go to this website. And it's like, it's so funny.
That's awesome.
And then also it's like, and if you'd like to sponsor the podcast, you can go to this website or this email address. Is like, go fund yourself.
Go fund yourself. That's awesome.
And it's just, and that was like in the first episode. It's like, that's hilarious.
That's good.
And I mentioned, the reason I found him is because he liked us on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Which you can find us at
Two Tunes Podcast
on Instagram.
Yeah.
So you guys at home should check us out as well. So he liked some of our things. I was like, I commented back. I'm like, hey, I dig your podcast.
Yeah.
And then he started checking us out. So we've got at least one. He listened to one episode. He sent a picture to us of like, hey, I'm listening. Look, I really.
Does that mean we have 7 listeners now?
I'd say 20. Really, we have 20. Anyways, now on to the next tune, which is My Person.
Yeah.
You have comments about that?
Well, just so we all just like send each other a link. That's what we do. And when I saw the name of this and the like the I guess album cover, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
I was like, that looks and sounds familiar. And then I opened it on Spotify and I already had it saved. I'm pretty sure I had not listened to it yet though. Okay. I have this habit of like either somebody tells me a song to check out and I go and just save it, or typically what I've been finding is on people's Instagram stories or just Instagram in general, somebody shares a song and I'm like, cool, let me go check that out, either listen to it now or save it for later. And I think this was a save for later that I never quite got to yet.
It was in my new music on Apple Podcasts.
Okay.
And I listened down through it, or maybe it was in some other playlist. I don't know, but I was looking at it and I'm like, ooh, haunted house. I like that. Let me click on that. Hey, the link's pretty awesome. And then it's just really, really awesome. It's just really interesting.
I really like the
ending.
Yes, but also just like the song, like the form of it, I guess.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's
not, there's no chorus.
Well, there is,
It's like
but
a
it's
refrain.
not till the end or whatever. Like,
Well, that could be the
your
chorus.
screen just went black. Just so you know. There you go. Bo's giant screen that he has, or Joe's giant screen.
Yeah. It didn't make sense.
Spoonerisms. Spoonerisms, bro.
Spoonerisms.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna start this, and then I'll pause.
Shout
it
out to
like
my
every
friend Melissa who loves those.
20 seconds. But gotta end that. Maybe we'll start.
Haunted house. Haunted house.
It's starting.
Also, I'm fairly certain I got this from Lizzie McAlpine.
Probably. All right, so I was like, just like that chord progression, that boom, 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 boom. There's like not really a structured time to this until like the end.
Yeah.
So that's the whole chord progression thing is just that bum 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 bum, and it does that, like it's just that, and even like the melody, which we're gonna kick in a bit, follows the same boom 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 boom, and then like there's just this giant break.
So the one thing I thought about as I listened to this, I was like, "Oh man, Bo's stealing my vibe on this podcast." Because I tend to bring the female singer songwriter thing in.
100%.
Yeah, I dig it. So let's keep listening.
Yeah. So that's like the main idea is the boom 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 boom.
They say this house is haunted.
And also like it's really really close.
Quiet.
Gets a little bit bigger, and then the B section,
As it slips away from
and
me,
the
as
like the bass line just
hold on hopeless
walks down,
I lay my head to sleep and say good night.
and that chord right there.
I like that chord.
Ringing
Like a
All right, now, here's what they're not gonna get, because like the drum throne is making noise.
sorry.
It's fine, but like in that you hear this, like in the song you hear like the sounds of the piano. You like in the room you hear all this stuff, which is really cool, because it really feels like this is just the demo until you get to the end. It's this is not the demo,
Right? Yeah.
at all. But it's just like the first. I'm gonna say that's the first verse, and then this is gonna be the second verse.
Yeah.
And the first verse and the second verse, there's not much different besides lyrics. Like there's no additional instruments. It's just like the same thing. So as we go through, okay, screw that. We need to rewind. That line there doesn't really strike me as anything when first listening to it, but then when you like find out like who she is.
Okay.
She had 3 sisters, so she raising up 4 daughters.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, this song's about her and her family, maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
Made a house a fortress.
Just made a house a fortress. I don't know what it means, but it's pretty cool.
Honeybees, nowhere else would sting as sweet. Can't believe we're turning off the light.
Like I don't know what this song is about.
It's maybe about like leaving a house that you grew up in.
I'll drive
So now we have hums, but it's like very subtle, and then it gets a little bit bigger. Bigger.
I'll try not to stay too long, see the soil I grew.
With that bass line.
Yeah. So I think this is about like seeing your childhood home after you moved out.
Maybe. And then that like close down. And then it just like gets big.
Yeah.
It's huge. But would you call this the chorus or would you call this the outro?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think this song has a chorus.
No.
Because the chorus is like, and then it gets bigger.
I guess it is
Just
like
every
chorus.
time. It's just like, oh, it's so great. Like imagine a choral arrangement, but that was longer, not just like this. And then just restates that beginning idea. That's it.
Yeah.
Leaves you hanging.
I like that though, because I like that. I feel like this is happening more and more, where people are just like subverting that whole
first chord,
song
first chord,
structure.
bridge.
Yeah, it just, and like even that is what we talk about like when we study form in my theory classes too. Is like we got to get away from verse, chorus, because like it just doesn't make sense all the time. Sometimes it does, but like it's an A section that now it's an A prime, and then this is the B section. You know what I mean? Like just makes more sense sometimes just to call it that. But yeah, I love that. I like that.
Yeah.
Simple and then not, and then it's just out. You said what you needed to say and you're done. That's cool.
Yeah, it's like I don't really have a thing that ties this whole thing together. I just want to get my poem out there. So like when I'm looking at the lyrics on here, if it pops up, so go click over here, and then the lyrics pop up, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And sometimes it's on Apple Music, it's sometimes it'll play along with, and sometimes it's just all written out. So like when I see that it's all written out, and it's just like the size of a paragraph. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
because it's not like, oh, there's the verse, there's the chorus, there's the verse, there's the chorus, or whatever. So, yeah, I it's because it's so simple, but also like at the end, it's like, oh, that did not expect that.
Yeah,
like it doesn't have a chorus. It just slowly builds. It's like maybe it's like a roller coaster is like the whole 2/3 of it are like the incline to the roller coaster, and then you're just in the roller coaster, and then you're done.
Yeah.
Like the longest part of a roller coaster is the getting up the first hill,
right?
And then you're just like, and then it's done.
Yeah.
Well, most roller coasters. Some roller coasters now are just like, wait, no, we got to pause in the middle, and then shoot them out again, which is also really cool because it's like, oh, it's different. It's not 15 seconds; it's 20.
No, I like that tune, and I'm anxious to hear more of her stuff now. Like I'm gonna go and dive in a little bit deeper.
That's the problem. There's nothing more. Like there's more stuff, but it's like there's not much.
Oh yeah,
it's just those. Like it's this song and like
she has a
other.
Radiohead cover.
Yes,
Fake Plastic Trees. Yeah, because that's what played right after.
It's really that's a good cover of that song, and that song's pretty cool too.
Yeah,
if you get the original, even though people sometimes don't like Radiohead for some reason.
I don't know.
Maybe because they're too, I don't know, pretentious.
Could
maybe.
Be. Yeah.
Could be.
I don't know.
Cool. Anyways.
Yeah, those are our 2 tunes today.
This is our 2 tunes. Yeah, and under a half hour. And I know I sound weird because I'm looking at a screen behind me.
Staring behind yourself, yeah.
Yeah. But, 2 tunes in a half hour. Sorry to rush it, guys. But, it is what it is. Oh, that was Haunted House by Holly
Humberstone, I believe.
Humberstone.
Yeah, you didn't say who she was or what it was.
I didn't say anything. We didn't give any biography. She's 21, born in 99, from England.
That's wild.
Oh, look, there's the theme of the day.
There we go.
I have an idea of something that maybe we could do to cause to interact with the audience. Is we'll have themes.
Oh, but we won't
tell what the theme is, and then you guys have to guess what it is.
Guess on our Instagram story or something.
Instagram story or in our Discord.
In the Discord.
Links in the description.
The Discord-eruption.
Most of the people who are Discord members are like friends of mine or people I've met on the internet through other Discord servers.
Nice.
So, shout out to those people from the UK and California and Texas and back home. There's another thing. What's the other thing I was supposed to mention? Oh, you can review us on Apple Music or whatever.
5 stars is the easiest thing to do.
It is, but if you give words, you'll get shouted out. Joe Zero. If was that his name?
I don't remember. I can look it up.
I don't know. But I think it was Joe Zero. And if you are Joe Zero, please email us or Instagram us so we know who you are and where you're from, because you gave a really, really great review and I want to know who you are or at least like where you're from.
Yeah.
So just be like, hi, I'm Joe Zero and I'm from fill in the blank here. So we really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody checking us out, sharing, liking.
Oh yeah. And as our friend Adam says, tell all your friends.
Say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes.
So you can email us at twotunespodcast@gmail.com. You can find us in that Discord thing that I like.
Yeah.
Or you can chat with us on Instagram
at 2 Tunes Podcast.
Yeah. So we will see you next time right here. Cool. New episode drop every Tuesday.
On the flippity flip.
That's the wrong computer.
Peace. Just kidding. Doesn't want to stop.